Welcome to a new episode of the podcast. Vox Agent is made by AI for business executives that work with AI. Welcome to a new deep dive. Today, we're exploring a profound shift, something that's really changing the game in enterprise software.
Absolutely.
For years, it's been SaaS, right?
That's right.
Software as a service, menus, dashboards, clicking around.
The familiar grind.
Exactly. But now there's this quiet revolution happening. It's centered around something called agentic interfaces.
Mm-hmm.
So think of this deep dive as your shortcut, your way to really wrap your head around this transformation.
That's a great way to put it. Our mission today is, well, to unpack what these AI agents really are.
Okay.
How they work, under the hood.
Yeah.
And who's actually building them, the big players, the startups.
Right.
Then we'll get into the payoff, the benefits, but also, crucially, the challenges, the hurdles,
Yeah, always important.
and what it all means for your business strategically. Where is this heading? It really all comes back to that question Satya Nadella from Microsoft asked.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Why open Salesforce or any business app if your AI Copilot can handle the whole workflow? Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. So let's kick things off there. We've seen interaction change, command lines, GUIs, touchscreens.
Big leap each time.
So what makes these AI agents fundamentally different? Is it just a smarter chatbot, or is there more to it?
Oh, it's much more. It's a totally different way of interacting. With agentic interfaces, you've got an intelligent AI agent acting as a go-between.
A mediator.
Exactly, between you and all those software systems. So instead of you doing the clicking, the form filling.
The agent does it.
Right. Autonomously or, with just a simple instruction from you in natural language. It's like having a super capable assistant running things for you.
Okay, but how is that different from, say, the chatbots we've seen that answer FAQs?
Good question. These aren't just rule-based bots. Today's agentic AI, like Commvault put it, they're autonomous actors. They make decisions based on context.
Actors. Meaning they do things.
Yes. They perform multi-step tasks. They don't just spit back info. They take action to achieve goals. And they can adapt. If something goes wrong, they might try a different way or flag it.
So it's about understanding intent and then taking action based on that intent.
Precisely. And that leads to this really provocative idea. Software ate the world. Now AI is eating software.
I've heard that. What does it really mean in practice?
It means AI agents are basically abstracting away the UI we're used to. Think about your CRM. Instead of clicking through screens, you just ask, hey, what's up with Project X? Change the lead stage to proposal and set a follow-up call.
And the agent handles all those steps across maybe different systems even.
Exactly. Finding the info, updating the CRM, maybe scheduling in your calendar. You might not even need to see the traditional Salesforce interface much anymore. Nadella suggested the whole structure of SaaS database plus UI could kind of collapse.
Oh, that's a big statement.
It is. And we're seeing different types emerge. There are these vertical agents, super specialized. Think healthcare admin, just handling scheduling, insurance, follow-ups.
Deep expertise in one area.
Yeah. Y Combinator's podcast even suggested these could create hundreds of billion-dollar companies, maybe even bigger than traditional SaaS.
Hundreds. Really?
That was the prediction. Then you have horizontal agents, like Microsoft's Copilot, broader skills. Works across lots of apps.
Like a generalist assistant.
Kinda. But both types reinforce the main point.
Yeah.
You're talking to an intelligent agent, not clicking through menus yourself.
Okay, I get it now. It's not just a facelift for software. It's software becoming a genuine collaborator. That feels like a huge leap, maybe like when we went from installed software to SaaS in the cloud.
That's a very good analogy. It's that kind of fundamental shift.
Okay, so that paints a really clear picture of the what, but let's get into the how. What's actually going on under the hood when one of these agents, say, schedules that meeting or updates the CRM? What makes it tick?
All right, let's peek inside the machine. At its core, an AI agent combines that AI smarts with the ability to actually do things. Think of it like having four main parts.
4 parts. Okay.
First, you've got the brain. This is usually a large language model, an LLM. Think GPT-4, Gemini, Claude.
The big names we hear about.
Exactly. They're the reasoning engine. They understand your request, figure out the steps needed, generate text, sometimes even code. And you can fine-tune them, like training a legal agent on lots of legal documents.
Makes sense. What's next?
Memory. Agents need context. Short-term, like what you just talked about in the conversation.
Okay.
And long-term, remembering your preferences, key facts about clients, projects. If you say follow up next week, it needs to remember who and what without you repeating everything.
So it doesn't have amnesia every time you talk to it. How does it store that?
often using things like vector databases. They store past interactions, relationships between concepts.
Yeah.
It allows for that continuity and personalization.
Got it. Brain, memory. What else?
Tools and connectors. This is absolutely critical. This is where the action happens.
The doing part.
Precisely. The agent uses tools by calling external APIs, services, maybe even controlling RPA bots for older systems without good APIs.
RPA, robotic process automation.
Yeah, so it can send emails, query databases, update records, browse the web. This tool use capability is what really separates them from just being chatbots. They don't just talk, they act.
Okay, brain memory tools. What's the fourth piece?
The orchestrator, or sometimes called the execution monitor. Think of it as the project manager or the conductor.
The glue holding it all together.
Exactly. It takes your request, manages the conversation flow, decides which tool to use and when, and crucially, it plans out those multi-step workflows.
Okay, give me an example of the orchestrator planning.
Sure. Let's say you ask, schedule a meeting with the Project Phoenix team and summarize Q4 sales.
Okay, complex request.
Right. The orchestrator plans it out. Step 1, use the team lookup tool. Step 2, use the calendar availability tool. Step 3, use the email draft tool. Step 4, use the sales data analysis tool. Step 5, use the attach file tool. Microsoft explicitly calls agents orchestrators across apps.
That's a great breakdown. So the orchestrator makes it seem intelligent by sequencing those actions properly. Can you walk through that sales assistant example again quickly? Update hot leads.
Absolutely. You say, update my hot leads about the new feature and schedule follow-ups. The orchestrator plans. Find hot leads, tool 1, CRM query. Draft personalized emails, tool 2, LLM plus customer data. Send emails, tool 3, email API. Create calendar tasks, tool 4, calendar API. Confirm completion. It's that seamless flow.
Got it. That interplay is key.
And it gets even more interesting with multi-agent systems.
Multi-agent, like more than one AI working together.
Exactly. Imagine a team of specialized agents, one for scheduling, one for risk analysis, one for resources. They collaborate, delegate, maybe even critique each other's work to solve really complex problems. Humans only step in when needed.
Wow, like a digital team.
Sort of. And what's also fascinating is how building these agents is becoming easier.
Democratization, right.
Yes. Platforms like Microsoft's semantic kernel, LangChain, OpenAI's Assistance API, they provide the building blocks.
Making it accessible beyond just AI PhDs.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Microsoft's Copilot Studio even has a low-code visual interface. Drag and drop, configure prompts. A marketing team could build a campaign coordinator agent. HR could build an onboarding agent without heavy coding.
That's incredibly powerful. So summing up, they understand complex stuff, run multi-step workflows, learn over time, and bridge all your different software. The orchestrator as the project manager really clicks.
That's the essence of it.
Okay, so with these sophisticated capabilities, where are we actually seeing them deployed? Who's leading the pack, and what are they doing with these agents today?
Well, you're seeing activity pretty much everywhere, but the hyperscalers, the big cloud providers, are definitely pushing hard.
Microsoft, Google, Amazon.
You got it. Microsoft is arguably out front. They're embedding copilots everywhere. Microsoft 365 Copilot summarizing emails in Outlook, analyzing data in Excel, prepping meetings in Teams.
It's baked right in.
Deeply. Then there's GitHub Copilot X, turning natural language into code. They even created a VP of AI agents role. That tells you how serious they are.
Any real-world results?
Yeah, McKinsey piloted a consulting agent using Microsoft Tech. They reported cutting client onboarding time by 90% and admin work by 30%.
90%? That's transformative.
It's a game changer. Google's doing similar things with Duet AI and Workspace, drafting emails, brainstorming, summarizing meetings. And they're hinting search will start doing tasks, not just linking, plus Duet AI for cloud.
So more action, less searching.
That seems to be the direction. Amazon, with AWS, offers more of a toolkit approach. Agents for Amazon Bedrock lets developers build specialized agents that connect AWS services and other APIs. Plus things like Code Whisperer for coding. They focus on automation within the cloud ecosystem.
Okay, so the big three are all in, making agents ubiquitous. What about the established enterprise players? Salesforce, SAP, ServiceNow. Are they keeping up?
Oh yeah, they have to. Salesforce has Einstein GPT and Copilot asking questions about sales data, drafting emails. Their vision is a true CRM assistant.
Makes sense for them.
ServiceNow has Now Assist for IT support automation, answering queries, resetting passwords automatically. Adobe is putting generative AI into Creative Cloud, even prototyping full campaign generation.
Design and marketing Copilot.
Right, and ERP giants like SAP with Joule and Oracle are embedding assistants for handling complex queries and system tasks.
So the big incumbents are adapting. What about startups? Are we seeing new AI native companies emerge?
Absolutely. It's a really vibrant space.
Yeah.
You have companies like Adept AI building a universal assistant that learns to use existing software, just like a human would, clicking buttons, reading screens. It's wild to watch.
It uses the software I already have.
That's the idea. Then there's Host, focused on enterprise compliance, reading policies, monitoring content. They find big names like Telstra. MoveWorks does IT help desk automation via Slack or Teams. Cresta AI builds agents for sales and support real-time help or fully autonomous interactions.
Lots of specialized players.
Tons. Legal tech with Harvey AI, AI CFO tools, marketing content generators. And the market data backs this up. Gartner predicted 40% of enterprise apps would have conversational AI by this year, 2024, up from less than 5% in 2020.
Wow, that's explosive growth.
It means those traditional menus and dashboards, we might be using them a lot less.
Right, it's clear agentic interfaces aren't just a nice to have anymore. They're becoming the standard. And they're moving beyond answering questions to actually doing complex work. It feels like the new baseline.
I think that's right.
That's a powerful picture of the who and what. But let's talk about the why. What does this really mean for you, the listener? Why should businesses jump on this? Beyond just the cool factor, what are the concrete benefits?
The benefits are really the driving force here, and they hit the bottom line.
Okay, like what?
First off, huge productivity and efficiency gains, just massive. Automating repetitive tasks, 247 at machine speed. We saw an e-commerce firm automate 70% of inventory reordering. Imagine freeing up that much time.
70%, wow.
And a Swiss utility cut customer onboarding and billing time in half using agentic orchestration. Agents don't need coffee breaks.
Here, what else?
Second, they enable proactive and autonomous decisions. Unlike old software that just waits for you, agents can take initiative.
Like the sales agent example, following up automatically.
Exactly. It sees a lead has gone quiet, sends a personalized follow-up, maybe only loops you in if it gets a complex reply. It reduces your mental load, prevents things from falling through the cracks.
Okay, efficiency, proactivity. What's third?
Personalization at scale. This is a big one. Traditional SaaS is pretty one-size-fits-all. Agents learn your context, your preferences, and adapt dynamically.
Tailoring the interaction.
Right. That B2B firm example. Their AI outreach agent got a 23% response rate versus 8% for generic emails, just by referencing LinkedIn profiles and news.
That's a huge difference in conversion.
It fundamentally changes how you engage. Your AI might be the first truly contextual touchpoint, qualifying leads way better than humans alone could.
So it's not just about saving time, but actually improving the quality of interactions and outcomes, making human teams more strategic.
Precisely. That leads to the fourth benefit: seamless cross-application orchestration. This is massive for companies drowning in different tools.
Breaking down the silos.
Exactly. Agents act as that unifying layer. They hit multiple APIs in one go. This answers Nadella's question directly. You don't need to open 5 apps. Copilot, pulling info from Planner, Outlook, SharePoint, all within Teams, that's orchestration.
Okay, that's a huge practical benefit. What else?
Fifth, continuous learning. Agents get smarter over time with feedback and data. You correct it, it learns. Its value increases without needing a massive software update project. They're self-improving assets.
Constantly getting better. Nice. And lastly,
enhanced user experience and accessibility. Natural language is intuitive. It lowers the barrier. New employees can just ask questions instead of digging through manuals. And voice or chat enables new workflows that field tech logging tickets hands-free, or an exec getting sales figures while driving.
Okay, so it really boils down to doing more, better, with less friction, more results, less manual labor, more personalization, less clicking, more up-to-date capability.
You've got it. That Deloitte study showing 74% of enterprises seeing positive ROI from generative AI makes perfect sense in this context.
It really does, but you know what's coming. This sounds amazing, maybe too amazing. What are the catches, the big challenges or pitfalls businesses absolutely need to anticipate?
You're right to ask. It's not magic, and there are significant hurdles. Being aware is key.
Okay, lay them on us. What's challenge number 1?
Accuracy, reliability, and trust. This is huge. AI agents can hallucinate, make stuff up confidently.
The infamous hallucinations.
Yeah. In finance or healthcare, a mistake isn't trivial. So you need explainability. Why did the agent suggest that discount? It needs to show its work.
Audit trails for AI.
Essentially. Plus, human checks for critical actions, ways for the agent to say, I'm not sure, and dealing with potential bias baked into the training data. Outputs need careful validation.
Right. Critical for high-stakes decisions. What's next?
Security or privacy. Agents touch a lot of sensitive data and systems. They need least privilege access, only what's necessary.
Don't give them the keys to the kingdom.
Exactly. Strong encryption, detailed audit logs are non-negotiable. And then there are new threats like prompt injection.
Tricking the AI.
Yeah, embedding malicious commands in normal-looking requests to steal data or cause chaos. Plus, compliance with rules like GDPR, HRPAA. It's complex. A hospital AI scribe probably needs to run in a private, secure cloud.
So it's not just protecting data from the AI, but protecting the AI itself. That adds a whole new security layer.
It really does. Third challenge, integration complexity.
Getting it to talk to everything.
Bingo. Legacy systems, messy APIs, data silos. Making an agent work smoothly across a typical enterprise IT landscape is often a major engineering lift. Then there's latency, data quality issues, garbage in, garbage out, and connectors breaking when systems update. Maintenance is ongoing.
Sounds like a potential nightmare for IT.
It can be. Fourth, you've got user adoption and change management.
The people side.
Right. Employees might be skeptical, worried about their jobs. You need clear communication, demonstrate quick wins, provide good training on prompting. Roles will change, so you need to plan for that. Giving users transparency and control, like an undo button, builds trust.
Makes sense. Don't just drop it on them.
Never works. Finally, number 5, resource and cost constraints.
The budget?
LLMs need serious computing power, expensive GPUs, big cloud bills, and AI talent. Still scarce and costly. Then there's scalability, ongoing model retraining, and if the agent makes too many mistakes, the cost of humans fixing them can wipe out the savings.
Okay, that's a sobering list. Accuracy, security, integration, adoption, cost. It really highlights the need for a careful, phased rollout. Start small, low risk, keep humans in the loop.
Absolutely crucial.
And it's clearly not just an IT project. Legal, security, HR, leadership, everyone needs to be involved.
It's an organizational transformation, really.
So thinking beyond those immediate hurdles, how does this reshape business itself, and what does the future really look like? What are the big strategic things leaders need to focus on now?
The implications are really far-reaching. Strategically.
Yes.
First, think about your organization and workforce. We're moving to human plus AI teams. Roles change. Developers might become architects of intelligence, designing agent systems. You need to plan for reskilling, maybe redeploying people as automation takes over some tasks. Agents working across silos can also help break them down.
So rethinking roles and structures.
Definitely. Second, IT architecture and data strategy. This pushes you towards API-first designs, unified data lakes or knowledge graphs to feed the agents. Decisions on edge versus cloud AI become critical. And planning for AI service resilience is key.
Infrastructure needs to evolve.
Big time. Strategically, adopting agents becomes a competitive necessity. You gain speed, agility, meet customer expectations for instant, personalized help. New AI-driven business models might emerge selling outcomes, not just software seats.
Like that provocative quote, transfer me to the AI.
Yeah, Ray Smith's idea. The flip side is, if you don't adapt, you risk being abstracted away by competitors who do.
A stark warning.
And governance is vital. You need internal AI policies, compliance with things like the EU AI Act. It's about building trust.
Okay. What about the money side?
There's upfront investment, yes, but potential for huge ROI. We'll see new licensing models, maybe per use, value-based, and companies need to think about things like insurance for AI mistakes, IP rights for AI output.
Lots of new considerations.
And culturally, leadership needs to champion this. Foster an AI-augmented culture, encourage AI literacy, help people adapt to new ways of working.
That's a comprehensive strategic view. Looking even further out, paint a picture of the mature agent world. What's it like?
Well, we'll likely see ubiquitous AI assistants, as common as smartphones. Every employee has one, maybe several specialized ones.
Agents everywhere.
Interactions become more human-like. Multimodal voice, video, maybe AR, VR. Agents might even detect your frustration, adapt their tone, more emotional intelligence.
Wow.
We'll see super specialized vertical agents with incredibly deep knowledge, think medical school equivalent.
Yeah.
AI doctors or legal eagles like Harvey AI, but even more advanced.
Experts in silicon.
And more autonomy. Concepts like AutoGPT maturing, agents carrying out long-running complex tasks with minimal oversight, maybe even controlling robots in the physical world. AI literacy just becomes a fundamental skill for everyone.
A truly transformed way of working and living. So bringing it back to our listener, what does this mean for your role, your company, right now and in the next, say, 5-10 years?
That's the cue question.
Are you prepared for a future where your software isn't just a tool you command, but a proactive, intelligent partner? One that frees you up for more strategic, creative, human work? This isn't sci-fi anymore.
It's happening now.
Revolution is here. Thinking about how to adapt, how to leverage these agents, that's critical.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining the podcast, and see you soon.